You're tuned into All2ReelToo. Be sure to subscribe, download, share the show with a friend, and stop by all2reeltoo.com for our social links, Patreon, and TeePublic store info.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Fergal.
And we're from Movie Smash.
Comic book movies are having a golden age right now with the MCU.
Movies based on comics aren't necessarily a new thing, but they're a big thing.
Join us every other Tuesday on Movie Smash.
We explore these movies and find some hidden gems.
Every other week, we revisit some of the best.
And some of the worst movies based on comics or graphic novels.
Was Green Lantern as bad as you remember?
Heck no!
Is Time Cop the most accurate time travel movie ever created?
Absolutely.
Was Mystery Men way ahead of its time?
Should they be revisited? Should they be forgotten?
Join us on Movie Smash and find out. Listen wherever you find your fine podcasts.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of All2ReelToo. My name is Michael E. Cullen II, and with me, as always, is...
Sesame. I changed my mind, Matt. You're fired. Bullet. Encarta.
Okay. Who's fired?
Matt fired.
Yes.
Yeah. I like how there's a character in this movie called Nick Miller, who's like the main guy. His actual name, though, is Matthew Bruch or Bruch.
Yeah.
And so there's a character named Matt. It'd be funny if that actor's name was Nick. Peter Harrington. Yes. Oh, well. Okay. But there is a character named J.K. Robertson, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And he's the villain, so that's kind of interesting. But,
It is.
It's very, very interesting.
So, as you've caught on, folks, we're covering a movie today. It's a weird thing that we're decided to do.
Yeah, we don't do it that often.
We normally don't review movies.
No,
we
only have like 500 episodes, but it's like that's not really much.
No,
no, nope.
But yeah, figured we'd start reviewing movies now. We've been doing this for years, so it's pretty about time we do that.
About time we do some really fucking weird. I mean, we always do weird movies, but this is one of the weirder ones I think that we've done.
So the movie that we're covering today is called Time Chasers. It came out in 1994, was filmed in 1990, but that's another story altogether.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, the Internet Movie Database log line for this is: an inventor comes up with a time machine, but must prevent its abuse at the hands of an evil CEO. This was written and directed by David Giancola, who, besides this, has directed a 2020 movie called Accelerator, Accelerator. Yeah. A 2012 movie called Craptastic. A 2000 movie called Icebreaker. He also directed a decent amount. He's got a movie called Illegal Aliens, which is one of it's a movie that stars both two people that have passed away, Anna Nicole Smith and Chyna from the WWE.
Wow.
Yeah, I just found that interesting because that comes up a lot, and I was thinking of covering that movie sometime. But he's directed some stuff. Nothing to write home about, but
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. This was his first feature film that he wrote and directed. So good for him.
Yes.
This movie stars Matthew Bruch as Nick Miller, Bonnie Pritchard as Lisa Henson, Peter Harrington as Matthew Paul, George Woodard as J.K. Robertson, Michael J. Valentine as Cabby, Jim Rohn as Richter, Martin Guggi Gui, Gui, however you say that, as Marty and other people.
Yep.
I'm not going to name everybody off, but yeah, there was I do want to point out Roberta Strauss as Gilda Heinz, who is my favorite character in the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, initial thoughts here on this movie, Sesame.
Oh man,
had you seen it before?
No, I have not, and I'm glad that I had not seen it because this was a wild ride, very short ride, but a wild ride nonetheless. I do have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think personally that the character of MacGruber was almost exclusively based on the way this guy looks in this movie. he looks just like MacGruber, like almost a fitting image. I mean, he's not the same character, obviously, but like.
To be fair, MacGruber was based on MacGyver. So
no, I know. I'm talking about the look, though. He looks so much like
and MacGyver.
And like, not to be mean, but he's got like a weird looking chin. Like, I don't know what was going on with his chin. I mean, I can't help it. It's just how it is. But
I haven't watched much of the not riff tracks, but the Mystery Science Theater 3000. Both them and then riff tracks, who were basically the same people, have riffed this movie, and that's why it's gotten some popularity, and that's how I randomly came across it suggested to me on YouTube.
Okay, that's cool.
The MST3K version was suggested to me, and then I was like, "There's got to be a clean version of this somewhere without the riffing, so I can watch that." And
right.
So anyways on the MST3K thing that I watched a little bit about, they were talking about how he looks like he has a dinner roll for a chin.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, he can't help it, but I was noticing, like, this is a weird looking chin. Like,
I mean, it's no Jay Leno, but it's a chin. Or,
no.
Or no, Bruce Campbell or anything. But, yeah. So, did you like the movie?
No, not really. I mean, there were some parts that I thought were kind of interesting, but for the most part, you know what really bothered me about it is that I could have sworn that there were parts of the audio that were dubbed. I don't know. That or
they probably came back and did some audio replacement or something.
I hate it when movies do that because you can obviously tell that it's recorded in the studio and there's no background noise, so it just does not sound natural. But there was part of it that you obviously were not dubbed, too. But other than that, no, I didn't really like it that much. I thought it was just kind of a dumb plot. Like
David Giancola was 24 years old when he made this movie.
Oh yeah,
on a $150,000 budget.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty. Even for 1990, that's pretty. That's not a very big budget for a feature film.
That's pretty good, and at least it was filmed on film, so that's he saved kind of money. I mean, because for example, around that time, like Kevin Smith made Clerks for $27,000. So yeah. So yeah, you can do stuff, with a little bit of money if you have time. And I commend him for that. I actually kind of enjoyed this movie, but not like probably in the way it was intended to be enjoyed. So, yeah. It was originally called Tangents.
Okay.
Not sure why. Yeah,
because they go on a bunch of tangents, I guess, or something. Or
yeah. And so, folks, if you hear a car horn in the background, it sounds like somebody's alarm is going off outside my window.
You're all good. I don't hear anything, so I mean, I don't know.
So hopefully, nobody else hears it. I can hear.
So there's a song that gets stuck in my head lately.
Yeah,
I know it's kind of a random tangent, if you will, of B-52s called "Give Me Back My Man."
Yeah,
it's so cool. It's so new wave and cool. I don't understand why B-52s got such a bad rap because, like, I was listening to their older stuff, like just going through their whole catalog, and I'm like, this is like really innovative stuff. Like, this is pretty cool. Like,
See, I don't know if they got necessarily. I mean, a lot of people do respect them and like them a lot. I think it's mainly that people just kind of got sick of Love Shack.
Well, mainstream people.
Yeah.
Like, Love Shack was like their huge hit, but there's all kinds of. I mean, they got what's that?
Rock Lobster and other things.
They got that. They got Private Idaho, which is a really good song.
Yeah.
They've got Jungle something. I forgot. Was it Jungle?
Yeah.
Jungle something. Juicy Jungle. That's a pretty good song. But it's just like, I don't know, really cool. But anyway, this movie, I don't know, man. Like, I just, like, for one thing, like, I mean, I know the plots, anything with time travel is kind of unrealistic.
Yeah.
But the fact that he built a time machine with the fucking Commodore 64, like, really?
And
like,
an airplane.
I mean, come on. Like, and the propeller wasn't even like a jet, the propeller plate.
Yeah. Like you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's, no different than a DeLorean.
I mean, but a Commodore 64, that's where you play like fucking Street Fighter 1 or some shit, like, they had some video games on there. It was pretty decent for its time, but
yeah, to be fair, this was shot in 1990, so it was 90. Probably,
but you should have done something like Sega because Commodore 64 is like a computer, so you wouldn't be able to do it with like I mean, it was a pretty cool home computer system, and you could play games on it. You could do other stuff on it too, but like, I don't think creating time travel with floppy disks was one of the things that it could do. So
my friend my friend had a Commodore 64 when I was in high school.
Yeah.
So that was like in the early to mid 90s. And we only time traveled like twice. So
oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you go 2041?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How was it? Was it cool?
I mean, it was weird.
Oh.
There was
like how was it?
Random woman that kind of looked like Lisa Kudrow standing by a fountain at one time, but other than that, I don't know. There was an actress in the movie that looked like Lisa Kudrow, but it's not her.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just saw something about that there was like a trivia.
Yeah. So yeah, and we just, it was pretty much the same as now. I mean, there was nothing, cool. We were just hanging out in 2041. Yeah. We were, and then my friend's mom called us to dinner, so it was cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we did, try to, kill the president, but that was just,
Whoa. Careful.
I'm talking about the one in 2041. We don't.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. Well, there you go. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, we did go back in time and kill that one guy.
No.
I mean, nobody knows who he was because we killed him, so he never came to power. But
true.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense.
He was this guy that was worse than Hitler.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So we killed him, and then we kind of created the rise of Hitler.
Oh no, you created the wrong. Yeah, you created the worst Hitler.
We killed the worst Hitler. I mean,
you killed the worst Hitler. Okay,
we helped. So basically, we helped humanity by.
You helped humanity by killing the worst Hitler.
Yeah,
and so that was like almost like the lesser evil that we're always talked about. Like don't let the perfect get in the way of the good. It
was inevitable that a fascist was going to rise, but we killed the worst.
You killed the worst. Yeah. So you're like a Democrat. You're like, hey, we'll choose the lesser of two evils. Well, vote blue no matter, or vote Hitler no matter Hitler. I don't even know what I'm saying, but
yeah. His name was Donald Trump, but oh wait.
Oh no! Don't say it.
No.
Don't say that. Yeah. Oh man.
His name was Bugs Bunny.
Not bad.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to this movie.
This movie is a movie.
Yes, it
is. I mean, objectively, this movie.
I really wish my neighbor would turn off their alarm. Anyway, so they're
still on?
Yes, it's still going.
Oh my God. Don't those things usually go off after a few minutes anyway?
I don't know.
Supposed to. A lot of them are supposed to do that. They're not supposed to go on all night because people started getting pissed for that. And I think the company started, making them different where it's like, okay, if at a certain point you're not there to even check on your card, I guess it's on you type thing where, it's like, oh, well, we gave you a warning. You didn't do anything about it. So sorry.
Well, I think
because what's that?
I think it's stopped.
Yeah. Good.
But fun little behind the scenes here. Anyway, so in this movie, so this guy Nick Miller, which
he's our guy.
Isn't that the name of like a character in something else?
See, Nick Miller. Sorry, that was
here.
I don't know.
Jake Johnson's character in New Girl is Nick Miller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it sounded familiar to me. I was trying to figure it out, and then I was like, I think it's Jake Johnson's character, and I looked it up, and it is. Okay. So yeah, so he's a physics teacher. He's an amateur pilot. So he completes this quest he's been trying to do forever, using a Commodore 64 and a small airplane to create a time machine.
Yep.
So he sees this like he's at home. He did it, and like he was able to go to the future and shit, and he got like a silver $50 or something and gave it to his.
From 2041. Apparently, he's just telling everyone that he's been in the time machine, which is very smart, to do. Just be like, hey,
with currency from the future. I mean,
it's like, hey, and here's proof that I've, just go and tell your friends. That should not be a problem.
So he,
dumbass.
He gives his friend Marty, which I think is interesting. It was Marty, like Marty.
Yeah.
So he sees this television commercial when he's at home at night watching TV for GenCorp. So he calls up GenCorp, and he also calls up the local newspaper, gives them both two different stories. One where he's created this kind of like fuel injection thing that is going to help planes run better or something. And then he tells the newspaper that his 80-year-old grandma is going to jump out of an airplane or whatever, 75-year-old or 80-year-old grandma. Because that happens.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So while this happens, like the newspaper reporter shows up, and it happens to be, this girl that he went to high school with named Lisa. And like, I guess an old high school, girlfriend or something, it looks like.
Yeah.
So he takes her and this guy Matthew Paul from GenCorp to 2041 in the distant future. And so they, what you do when you go to the future, you go to a Papa Gino's pizzeria.
Been around for a while, apparently.
It's a real chain of restaurants.
Man, that's impressive.
And it's still there in the future.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
I think the one they filmed at is not in existence anymore, because it used to be a mall that doesn't really exist anymore. And so, they go to the future and eat at a restaurant.
I mean, people don't stop eating food just because of the future, right?
Weirdest fucking thing.
They got hungry. Time traveling makes you hungry. I guess that's been established now, right?
Yes.
Time travel makes you hungry. We know this.
And I'm just trying to figure out how they paid for the food in the future.
They just took it. Or maybe there's no currency. No, there is currency because he came. Why was he obsessed with 2041? Because that was the year of the coin that he gave Marty.
Yeah.
And then he went. So is that the only year he knows how to go to? And he just takes everyone to 2041? Because the same thing happened later on when he takes Lisa out on a date 1950s. They go back to 2041 and everything's terrible. It's like, why are you obsessed with this year, dude? What is it like?
So yeah, anyways, he ends up Matthew Paul, guy with two first names,
no relation to Aaron Paul or Jake Paul, so don't
yeah, thank God.
He is.
Wait, but yeah, if he was and then he died, then they wouldn't have existed.
Which would be a good thing. But anyway,
exactly.
Yeah.
Supposedly there's a movie coming out.
Yeah.
Soon. It doesn't star Jake Paul or anything, but it's
good.
It's a movie with a character who is based on him.
Oh, okay.
Who goes in for surgery and dies on the operating table.
Okay.
And then his brother, his brother who is based on his real life brother, in a way, like a character similar to that. And his widow, who's based on Erica Kirk, like sue the hospital and do some shit or something and try to seek revenge or some bullshit. I just saw that on TikTok, so I don't know if I believe it or not, but supposedly like the widow is going to be played by Scarlett Johansson or something. So I don't know. So yeah, that sounds like a stupid movie that I was just talking about with Jake Paul inspired movie.
Yeah.
Anyways,
wasn't he in another movie that was like a YouTube movie, like back when, or something like that? Yeah,
he used to be a Disney star, but yeah, no, but this is like without him in it. This is like
I see. About him or something, or
yeah,
his character.
Like he dies on the operating table, and
gotcha.
Yeah, it's I don't know if I believe it because it was on TikTok, so who knows? It could be made up.
It could be made up, yeah. Then they'll make it for real though, and then
yeah,
like well, technically we didn't make it up because now we actually made So technically,
I'm gonna look into it later. Yeah, but anyway, so anyways, back to our movie. So Nick arranges this meeting later after they go to 2041. I mean Matthew Paul, guy with two names. He sets up this meeting with the CEO of GenCorp, J.K. Robertson, and played by George Woodard. Who, interesting enough, I watched a little like reunion thing where they were talking. The stars of the movie were talking and stuff. So George never wears a suit in real life. He's totally the opposite of what his character was. He's a farmer. He has his own Wikipedia page, mostly about his farming. A little bit about, but he also wrote some films and stuff. But not mostly about his farming, but it also talks about that. He experimented with acting in high school and stuff like that. But he comes across as like this suave, like almost Donald Trump like character.
Oh, really?
In the movie, I'm saying. But in real life, when I saw him interviewed, he's just like this down home country boy. It's just funny.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so he's a good actor. I thought he was the best actor in the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, but anyways, he J.K. Robertson is like impressed by the idea of time travel.
I mean, who isn't? I mean,
yeah,
very interesting.
I mean, me and my friends in high school were them when we did that one thing. But yeah,
when you did the time travel, exactly.
Yeah, the one thing. Oh wait, no, we did about 5 things, but I can't talk about the other ones. Yeah,
yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's all right.
I'll get in trouble. The government doesn't want me to speak about
Well, it doesn't want me to speak either because my computer turned off for a split second.
Yeah, when we were
turned off, we were talking about. I mean, of course, there's a huge storm going on that had nothing to do with it, of course, but it was obviously this.
But the government didn't want you guys to know that I was part of. What was that?
Yeah. I don't know. That was pretty cool. I thought you did it on purpose.
No, I tried to tell you about it, and I don't know what's going on.
What's going on? What is it?
I don't know. So me and my friend, we went to what the hell?
It's not letting you say the name.
No, I mean I said it. I just coming out of my headphones sounding like weird. Like every time I try to say that we were part of Project, it
reminds me of that. Remember that scene from Agatha, whenever she tries to say it, whenever that kid would try to say his name. Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening here?
I don't know. I think it might just be scrambling things.
Oh, okay.
Because, Project was such an important thing that the FBI and the CIA had a lot of... Oh, shit, I said too much.
Oh, there you go. You're dead now.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Now back to our regular program. I am Mike. This is how I normally talk.
Not really.
Oh, yes, it is.
You sound like a fake, Mike.
I'm not fake.
Are you sure? Because you sound fake to me.
I'm not powered by ChatGPT.
I did not say anything about ChatGPT, but now that's interesting that you brought that up.
I'm powered by Grok.
Oh, God, even worse.
So anyways, so basically, like, he tries to sign this licensing agreement about the technology. I mean,
he's so brilliant too. Like, I'm gonna sell a time machine to a fucking CEO of a corporation. Nothing could go wrong with that, right?
So the first time they go to 2041, Matthew Paul says something about, if you went back in time and started an account with $100 and
Mhm.
because, so his main thing is he wanted to keep doing this project and he needed money. At that point, I would have been, hey, that's a good idea. And then I wouldn't have met with J.K. Robertson, and
you would just keep doing this over and over again.
I would just keep going back in time and investing, like, opening up a bank account, and then, the interest on everything would start to, compound, and eventually I'd be a millionaire, and then
because you wouldn't need the money. Yeah. See, that their theory of time travel in this movie is not so much as strict as Back to the Future. He says basically, like, you just do like most normal shit, like you're not going to like really affect like time that much. So it's like,
but we did
a bank account, probably not going to be a huge deal. Like,
but what they do in the present does affect the future because they, later they go back.
Well, the present, yes, but not when they go back to the past though. So it seems like what they do in the present.
But see, they weren't doing anything big. Like, he wasn't opening up a bank account to make himself a millionaire. They just went back.
True, but like, what would that really do? I mean, it's like, you're not really doing anything. Yeah. I mean, like, what, you got to get the wrong bank teller that's secretly Hitler or something like that. Then he's going to turn into Hitler because he was your bank teller. I mean, like, I guess technically that could happen, but like,
yeah.
But whatever, he doesn't do it. He's just like, oh yeah, let's sell it to this, or license it rather.
Yeah, to Gen Corp.
To Gen Corp.
Yeah, and so anyways, the following week he goes to a supermarket and he runs into my favorite character in the whole movie,
Lisa.
No, before Lisa.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
This is Heinz.
Yeah, that's right.
Who is like the most over the top actress in the world.
I think we've seen worse.
We've seen worse on this show. But she was pretty out there. I mean, it was like community theater.
Yeah.
To the max. Nothing against community theater because I've seen a lot of good.
No, but I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I think one of the worst for me at least was when Tooth Fairy 2.
Yeah,
with that little girl, but it's fine because she was just a kid. But she had to emphasize every single word she said. Sorry, it's still pissing me off now just thinking about it. That was like 8 years ago.
It'll be okay. Eventually, it'll leave your brain.
It's fine. Yeah.
It'll leave your mind and you'll never remember them.
It did, but now it just got back in my mind. So, whatever.
That's the government. Anyway, so
the government. Yeah, the government did this to me. Yeah.
So anyways, he runs into Lisa after he runs into his neighbor that talks about how skinny he is and he needs to eat more and he needs to find himself a good woman to make him meals and shit.
Yeah, because apparently he can't do it himself.
Yeah.
You need a woman to make you dinner.
Yeah.
Because feminism, I don't know. And then
it's really weird. Ever since my fiance and I broke up years ago, I haven't eaten
nothing.
Nope, nothing.
You have not eaten anything. Are you a breatharian then, where you could subsist on air?
Yes.
And water. You don't need food.
No.
My favorite thing with the breatharian. Go ahead. Sorry.
I am kind of hungry.
Yeah, me too, actually. No, but I already ate earlier, which is fucking weird. But okay.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing about the breatharians, the Wiley Brooks, he was the big guy. There's a few others. They actually got caught eating food by like ordering like room service to their hotel and buying like a bunch of junk food in like the corner store. And then, so then his excuse was, oh, I don't need to eat food, but I do sometimes as a form of enjoyment, of pleasure. So I don't actually need to eat these things. Okay? Come on, guys, really? Use your mind here. And so he came up with this whole ideology years later when he was renting a garage from an Elvis impersonator. So that happened. And he's like, oh, our ancestors actually used to be fifth dimensional beings who Earth was like a vacation spot for them. So they would take on the form, the physical, almost like Stepsister from Planet Weird a little bit. So then like, which we reviewed recently, and I'm not sure if it's released yet, but we reviewed it recently.
Yeah, it's released.
It is okay. And so they use Earth as like basically like going to Hawaii, that like, richer upper middle class people would do here. But they liked it so much they kept coming and coming and coming. So they were it was supposed to be like a treat that you would do every once in a while, but then the people couldn't contain themselves. They wanted to keep going, and so eventually over time they started losing their non-physical form, and they started gaining solidity until it got to the point where they couldn't go back to the fifth dimension, and so now they were forced in just being human now, or being physical beings.
I mean, everybody knows this.
I mean, this is obvious truth. I mean, come on, like, this is more obvious than the Bible. I mean, like, you want to talk about a serpent talking to Adam and Eve and telling them to eat of the tree. That's all hogwash. This obviously makes much more sense, right? I mean, come on. And so then he's like, what we need to do now, we need to get back to the fifth dimension. And he's like, here's how we're going to do it. I think time travel is involved. So that's actually not too much of a tangent here, pun intended. Unintended. I think there is some time travel involved here. I don't remember, but I think there was. So he's like, what we need to do, for one thing, you have to give me like $5 million for me to give you a secret mantra. And you have to recite this mantra pretty much all day, every day for like 40 days or some shit. But he's like, don't worry about the money, because like if you say this other mantra, the free mantra, so you're gonna give you a free mantra and then a mantra that costs money. And you do the free mantra, it's gonna make you have all kinds of money come to you. So then you'll give him the money that effortlessly comes to you to reciting the free mantra, and then he'll give you the secret mantra, and that mantra is the one that's supposed to help your body become less solid, and eventually you'll be able to go to the fifth dimension at a portal that he knows in the desert somewhere. You got to go to the portal with him. But you also have to eat you're only allowed to eat one thing. So you better get used to it. You can only eat a quarter pounder with cheese or double quarter pounder with cheese meal from McDonald's with Diet Coke. And he explains this because there's a certain mixture of chemicals with the meat from the burger and then the Diet Coke mixed together somehow, either maybe by accident even, does something to the human body that allows it to then almost activate itself to go into the fifth dimension. So you got to eat that every single day, at least once a day.
Is that how Donald Trump is still alive?
I think it is. No, I think that might be it, because he's always talking about how his doctor's surprised he's still alive because the way he eats. Might be the opposite. He might be eating exactly what he's supposed to be eating.
Because all he ever does is drink Diet Coke and eat McDonald's.
I'm not sure if he eats double quarter pounds. It
was interesting, like when he attended an NBA final game at the Madison Square Garden, whose drink supplier is Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
He brought his own Diet Coke with him.
Ooh, yeah. He's like, yeah, fuck you. Boo, Nick.
Because he's so special, he can't have a Diet Pepsi.
No, obviously, because he knows what's up. He knows the rules. He's got the only way to him to get to the fifth dimension to evade prosecution for the Epstein files and stuff. He needs to become a fifth dimensional being to get out of this place, and he can only do that via eating. Can I just say how crazy that is? Like, I understand that like everyone's beliefs make sense to them internally, but like at a certain point, like.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, for one thing, you're talking about like mythology. So like you could do something in the past, like Adam and Eve, because like that's like way thousands. So like you could still like it's easier to believe in weird stuff that supposedly happened in the past than things that happen in the present. So like I can understand, the Bible was written like 3,000 years ago, especially like the really old verses from Genesis. I can understand that.
It's like why, in a way, I mean, I'm not supportive, and I think it's a cult, and I think it's horrible, but like Scientology is looked upon as like this weird thing because they have like Xenu and all that stuff, but we don't really look at it as weird that Jonah lived inside of a whale.
He lived inside a whale. He was not eaten by it for some reason. He was not. The acid of the whale somehow wasn't burning his skin. I don't know how that worked out. And his Eve was created from his rib, and then he ate, which is interesting because. Well, for one thing, too, like we talked about before, the fruit is never mentioned in the Bible. The apple became the thing, but it was never meant. Some people think it was a pomegranate. Some think it was an orange. No one really knows which fruit it was, which is weird because I don't know why I'm talking about this. But like in Kabbalah, they flip it on its head where they're like, no, they were actually supposed to do that because so like God told them not to do it, but he knew they would do it. And like, so they were supposed to go to the tree of knowledge so that they could then start their journey for humanity to then become more like God.
Yeah.
So like, but then at the same time, it's like, then why are you saying that they sinned when they were supposed to do it? So now you're saying you made them do a bad thing and you're punishing them for it. So anyway, that's a whole weird, like, I don't want to get into all that, but like time travel. So
the movie here.
Yes, I know.
So anyways, the following week, Nick and Lisa meet at the supermarket, like I said, and they go on another trip to first they go to the 50s and eat at a diner. And
sure,
you know,
why not?
Yeah, and it's totally the 50s. And they go on another trip somehow to 2041.
They go back to why are they obsessed with this year?
Yeah, and
it's the only year in the future I think he knows. I think that's it.
When they're in the future, it's like this dystopian future.
Terrible.
So you know, they run into a guy named Grizz and some other people that are fighting.
Grizz, yeah.
And so that little side trip happened, and then they somehow get back to their transport and come back to the present, and they realize that from talking to people there that basically GenCorp used the time travel technology and created this dystopian future. Didn't say how or what or anyways, but they go back and they go to GenCorp and meet with JK.
Not J.K. Rowling, J.K.
Yeah, not J.K.
Robertson.
Simmons, not J.K. Studios or anything. But
no, not that.
No, so he's trying to tell them like how he basically ruined the future, and J.K. like dismisses him, and eventually he basically says that there's enough time to worry about how to fix it before.
He's like, we'll fix it eventually, dude. It's like, don't worry about it. He even makes the argument, which I think is hilarious. He makes the argument that, once we fix it, like they won't even like remember their terrible lives. Like so, like it's okay that they're suffering now. Like what I mean? They won't remember it. It's like isn't that like almost like the date rape drug like argument, right? They won't remember it, so it's like, what's the problem, right?
I mean, it's very true of billionaires and millionaires that they have this idea that like, well, things will be better, so it won't matter that things suck now.
Yeah, I mean, because everything's all awesome for me right now anyway, so it's totally cool. Yeah. It doesn't matter if things. By the way, Elon Musk now has an extra $400 billion after becoming a trillionaire. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Because you totally need that extra $400 billion.
And he's a murderer.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, because he gutted, USAID and
right, yeah,
programs, and he's literally killed millions of people. Just saying.
I mean, not like personally, like with a gun, but he's.
Anyway,
so this guy's like the GenCorp dude.
Billionaires kill people every day. Anyway, so
this guy, the GenCorp guy. Honestly, the GenCorp guy is not as evil as Elon Musk.
No,
he's saying stuff because at least he actually did plan on fixing the future eventually. These new guys, they don't even do that. They're not even promising that.
He might just be saying that.
No, I believe he was actually meant. Nah, whatever.
Yeah.
He might actually, because he still wants the future to be good for himself. So doesn't want everything fucked up, So just for self-preservation.
But I mean, he wasn't. He was like in 1990 or 94 when this is supposed to take place. He's like in his 40s or 50s. So.
You know how long he lived. He could be 110, 120. Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to live to 120, I don't want to be living in the dystopian version of 2041. I'll tell you that much right now. So, just saying.
Mm-hmm. So
I would take a peaceful 2041 that's finally have some form of democratic socialism, or I feel like I'll even settle for social democracy at this point. That's how that's like I used to be like an ardent anarchist, communist. I've been beaten down so low. I'm like, I'll just take fucking social democracy. Fuck it. Like, but we won't even get that, it's like
that's communism, man.
They just beat me down to where I'm just like, No, they beat me down so bad. I'll fucking take Bob Dole Republicanism circa 1995 at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how bad they've ruined me.
Ronald Reagan would be considered a communist today.
No, for absolutely.
I'm just saying, by
100%.
The way that Fox News views anybody that wants any kind of social programs in the world as a communist, they would totally feel that way about one of the most evil people that ever lived. I
always go back to Ronald Reagan debate stage. I think it was a primary. I think it was a Republican primary. So he was up against another Republican. And the question was about immigration.
Yeah.
And each Republican candidate, I believe, was trying to one up each other about how much they love immigrants and how much they want immigrants to come to America. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, I actually want to do this for them. No. Now it's like how much you hate them. Like, I want them to go be eaten to death by alligators. Yeah. Well, I want them to go to the electric chair and get eaten by alligators. And I want to just convert them to Christianity if they're from a different religion, then humiliate them on top of that or something like that. It's like, what?
I just want to be clear, though. Ronald Reagan is what led to what we have today.
Oh, no, he's definitely a piece of shit. I'm just saying.
So, but anyways,
no, I get that. I'm just saying. I understand.
JK,
we're time traveling full of politics right now. We're talking about politics throughout time. So technically, we are kind of time traveling in a real time fashion. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
So, anyways, Nick basically so JK sees Nick as a threat to GenCorp. And due to the association with the U.S. government, Nick's actions are now treasonous.
Oh no!
So Nick and Lisa escape GenCorp and spend a lot of time trying to reverse the damage. At one time, Matt and JK follow them and they try to shoot down Nick's plane, and then they kill Lisa.
Yeah, Matt's a piece of shit who betrayed Rick. Well, he only knew Rick for he only knew them for an hour or whatever, but still, he betrayed his two best friends that he'd known for an hour. But they went 2041 together, so that's an experience.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't forget. But he didn't actually shoot him, which is funny because later on, he's like, I can't do this. I'm like, you shoot them. It's like he's not even trying to save them. He's just like, I won't want to be the one to do it. So, sorry. And then the guy shoots him. He's like, you know what? I changed my mind. You're fired, Matt. And he kills him. I mean, I thought that was kind of funny.
They ate at that Papa Gino's or Giorgio's restaurant or whatever in the future. So I mean, come on, they're best friends.
To be honest though, come on, be honest. If I only knew someone for an hour or 2 hours, but our collective experience was time traveling 50 years into the future, I don't care how long we knew each other. That's definitely a shared experience. You know what I'm saying? I don't if I only knew them for 5 minutes. That's something you don't just slack off.
If I went to a pizzeria with somebody and ate pizza, that would bond us for life.
I'm saying exactly, let alone going half a century in the future. I'd be like, I know this guy for 30 seconds, but we went to pizza, whatever, and 50 years in the future, we had a nice slice and coffee at a pizza restaurant.
I mean, I could share a $5 footlong with somebody, and we're bonded for life. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Well, now they're $8 footlongs, but $9. Yeah. They're not actually a foot long. That's a lie. They're 10 inches. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you gotta be so gluttonous to want to eat a fucking foot long sandwich. You're like, actually, this is only 9.5 inches. Wow. Okay. Calm down, dude. I think you can live.
Oh, it's like a typical man. He doesn't know how to understand inches. I'm joking.
Oh, yeah.
So
I never understood why people measure themselves. I've never done that. I never thought to do that. So I don't even know if I'm supposed to be average or above, because it's never crossed my mind to be I should definitely measure this for reasons. Why do people do that? I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm not masculine enough of a man, I guess, or something to not even think of. Not even like literally doesn't never even cross my mind until I keep hearing. I'm like, wait, people do this like not as a joke, but like actually for real. Like, yeah, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, that's totally not gay and homoerotic. But okay,
way more people than you think probably do that. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying though. Probably it's so homoerotic too, because they're probably sending pictures like, check out how big my cock is, bro. They're like, yeah, well, I measured mine. They're like comparing. We're totally straight though. Yeah.
We're totally not gay. We only went down on each other twice. But yeah. You know.
Anyway, this got from a $5 flow on into dick measuring about a movie about time travel. So I'm not sure what's going on here.
And anything I just said was not homophobic. I support the LGBTQ.
No, I understand. I get that. I'm just saying.
I'm saying that for a reason because somebody.
Oh yeah, it's right because someone said that we're even though we literally end every single episode with trans lives or human lives. Maybe he thought we were against gay people, but not trans, but against gay. I'm like, if anyone's gonna do the exclusive shit, it's usually hating trans people and supporting gays, not the other way around. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
who did the T in his comment though? So I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Who knows?
So, anyways, anyways, Lisa dies.
And fake blood's on the window from the plane. Yeah, obviously fake blood.
And they're trying to change things and reverse things, so they travel back to the present, or he travels back to the present, tries to basically stop Lisa from dying and stop other things. But then he, Nick had jumped out before the plane crashed when Lisa died. But ultimately, the whole thing. They end up in 1777 during the American Revolution.
Yeah,
and I will tell you, they were pretty economical with their way of doing this. I found out on the thing. There was a local reenactment group of the American Revolution that they contacted, and they paid them for letting them film their reenactment. And then using some of the reenactors in the movie and stuff like that. So
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, they were able to do stuff. Oh yeah, and I also want to, just point out that he's Nick's running around most of this time wearing a Castleton T-shirt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, which Castleton was a college in the town where they filmed, because this was the first feature film ever filmed in Vermont.
Oh wow! Oh man.
But yeah, Castleton closed just a couple years ago. The college did. So yeah. So, anyways, they're in the American Revolution. So Robertson, basically, so we've got new Lisa and joining the thing, because they go back and she comes to the spot, and basically somehow Lisa's again there. Lisa that hadn't gone through these adventures. And we've got two Nicks now. So during the whole thing, Robertson, so like this version of Nick, this version of Robertson, and and this version of Matthew Paul all die in the past.
Yep.
So then the film ends with the current Nick, now, aware of the danger of his time machine. He sabotages his demonstration and basically turns it into a thing where Mrs. Heinz is going to jump out of an airplane instead
for a TV commercial or some bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. So then
he's like, "What? You called me for this?" Like,
yeah. And then JK fires Matt.
But he doesn't shoot him. They go, "At least he didn't shoot you this time." He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he fucking murdered you last time during the Revolutionary War. Which is weird because it was 1777. So were they still fighting?
Oh, yeah.
Even though they always say 1776 was the end.
The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1770.
Oh, okay.
War went on. I mean, basically, I think, it was like, I don't know, like, I don't think things were fully settled until like the 1780s.
Well, it's one of those things where like the Bolshevik Revolution. It was like they technically won the war, but there's still like settlements in other places of Russia that were like fighting back, and stuff like that. So
I was right about it. Yeah, things didn't fully, we didn't fully become completely independent until 1789. So the war went from 1765 to 1789.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
yeah, okay.
Anyways, Nick goes back and he, deletes all of his files in the data, so the time travel is not possible now.
Nope.
And at the end of the film, Nick goes to the supermarket like before, and he runs into Lisa again, and
then
we assume
like each other.
We assume they're gonna, be happily ever after.
Yep.
But we will never know until Time Chasers 2 comes out. I'm joking.
Which will never come out, unfortunately.
Probably. They've talked about it.
Really?
Yeah. This film has like a huge cult following now. So
that's probably because of
like
now you got me on the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
So now this could be my new rabbit hole. Apparently there's a place called East and West Florida that was on the side of the bridge. What the fuck? Okay, so apparently Florida was against the American Revolution, which is so weird because they weren't even settling down that far yet into the colonies weren't going down to Florida yet.
The oldest settlement in the United States is in Florida.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a region. Anyway, I'm sorry. I get sidetracked so much now about shit like this.
I do too.
I'm such a history geek, man.
Me too.
Like I want to actually start learning more about American history because like for some reason I've never like wanted to do it, and I think it's because like it's so like attached to like stupid right-wing conservative bullshit that like I almost feel like it's tainted my desire to want to learn about stuff.
The thing is, it depends on the lens you learn it through. Well,
yeah, like totally. But like,
feel like the PragerU lens or something.
No, not like that. But like, I would like to read like like I don't know, like biographies of like George Washington. Or like how the early government of America actually, like for example, the thing I learned was a few months ago that I thought was really interesting was that back in the day, for I don't know how many elections this took place, the guy that you beat in the presidency automatically became your vice president. So like that was a weird thing. We don't do that anymore. Probably a good thing. We don't do that anymore because then,
I think if we continue to do that, we might not have as much, bickering back and forth as we do now.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing then. But then that he might keep trying to sabotage you though because you beat him. So there's that too. But like, I thought that was really interesting. Where it's like, imagine if Biden won and JD Vance became his vice president. I wouldn't want that though. So I don't know. Or Kamala Harris becomes Donald Trump's vice president. That would have been fucking weird. Yeah. That would have been really bizarre. But yeah, just little things like that, I think, from American history are like super, super interesting. I should probably go.
Well, I think what all you need to know though is you just watch the documentary film 1776. I mean, you see people singing John Adams and
and also you watch the UFC fight in the White House. But you didn't realize America is full glory.
All you need to know is you just watch the musical 1776 and then the musical Hamilton, and you've got it all.
You got it all.
Even though both of those are completely not historically accurate.
You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. True, I don't. I don't have any votes.
I love Hamilton.
Probably no votes in midterm, so
I love 1776 too.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that?
No, I've seen Hamilton, but I haven't seen 1776.
1776 is a good musical. Yeah, no, cool. William Daniels stars in it as John Adams. Okay. Yeah, aka Mr. Feeney.
Oh, nice, Mr. The Fiends. All right.
That's why on Boy Meets World, the high school they went to is John Adams High School.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was Time Chasers that we talked about.
Yeah, and a bunch of other stuff too.
Yes. So,
you're welcome.
Yeah. So, according to one trivia thing, according to David Giancola, Castleton State College, which ended up becoming Castleton State University, provided several free T-shirts for the film, thinking they would be hot items after they were featured in a movie.
What?
But then eventually they are now.
Because of the.
Yeah, you can go to the website for the Time Chasers.
They actually have a website now.
The production company. What's it called? I found it earlier. Shit. I'll cut this out. But what's the name? Sorry, I'm trying to find the website. What's that one? Okay. So yeah, if you go to edgewoodstudios.com,
okay,
you can get yourself let me see, studio store. We got you can get yourself a Castleton t-shirt for $27.95.
Oh my God, that's too much. Come on.
Free shipping though.
Yeah, but no, because that's part of they do that to make it seem that you're getting something free, but that's the cost is part of the shipping. Yeah. I don't like when they do that shit.
Or you can also get Time Chasers 30th Anniversary Special Edition Blu-ray for $24.95.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Or if you want, you can get the Blu-ray and the T-shirt for $49.95.
That's too much. I'm sorry. I mean, if the DVD is $2 less than a fucking T-shirt, sorry, Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, that's
can
terrible.
Get it on DVD as well for $16.95.
Yeah, but Blu-ray is much better than DVD.
You can also get a Castleton hoodie for $46.95.
That's ridiculous. Really, that's.
You can also get a Time Chasers limited edition coloring book for $18.95. What else do they have on here? Anything? It's got all their other movies and stuff. You can also get the original poster for the movie Tangents.
Back before they changed the name or whatever.
You can also get the original motion picture soundtrack on audio cassette for $24.95.
Come on, what the hell are they doing? I'm like,
I'm just looking through this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. For this movie, but there's other things for all the other projects that Giancola worked on and stuff. So, which we will be covering in the future, I have no doubt. Anything else you want to say about this movie before we wrap this up here?
I want to play just a really mini song right now, tiny little riff.
Okay,
about 30-second song. Don't time travel, or don't tell that you built the time machine, or don't tell your buddy who works on airplanes, and don't give him a coin from 2041. Don't sell or license your time machine. Okay, whatever.
That was beautiful, man.
Hey, thanks.
Brought a tear to my eye.
I mean, it's no Tony Generous, but you know, it
was good. It was great, man.
Mm-hmm.
It just made me think about everything, my life and how I got here, and all the people that led to me being me.
Yeah. Yep.
So, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Go check out all2reeltoo.com.
Yeah. Check out our shit.
Yeah, there's links there to our Patreon. Our Patreon has been updated. There's lots of stuff there. Please just join. You can join for free. We've got one member right now as we record this. I know
one member.
This sounds desperate, but we've got one person that joined years ago.
What?
Yeah,
nice. We've only been doing this for 8 years, and we got one.
It's one unpaid member.
That's awesome. I mean,
yes. He used to pay at $1 a month, but then he stopped. So yeah, we have one person.
That's the jam.
You can even try out our first tier for free for 7 days before you join, I think, or something like that. I just changed it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but check it out. Yeah. Check out our TeePublic where you can get some cool shirts. Not like a Castleton shirt, but you can get other things.
You can get other things, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, I was almost gonna say, well, maybe we can make Castleton shirts, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed to I got Alex Jones' voice. You're not allowed to do copyright infringement, okay? I learned that the hard way when I was selling my boner pills, and I used the wrong, I don't know. And then,
yeah, just let you know, we do not sell boner pills.
No, we don't, which is good.
No, I mean, if you want us to,
we don't do dick measuring.
Join our Patreon and let us know if you want us to sell boner pills.
No, we're not selling boner pills.
No, I mean,
no.
It'd be really funny that if the ad that comes on after this is
anyway, because we said the word, so now it's damn it.
It's gonna be like for some generic Viagra or something. So anyways, go to all2reeltoo.com and check all that, check out our all of our social media, all that stuff. Just be different, folks. Be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that trans lives are human lives. Mm-hmm. No human is illegal. Free Palestine. Fuck ICE.
Mm-hmm.
I did not work for the government when I was in high school. We did not. No. We were part of Project. Wow, that was weird. Anyways,
I know it keeps doing that. Like,
no, it's so strange.
Yeah.
Don't time travel.
Just don't do it. I mean, it sounds like it'd be fun, but just don't do it. Just do something else. Don't
fuck anything up if you do.
Yeah. Just get like a pizza and a coffee at a pizza restaurant. You should be fine. But get a coffee at a pizza restaurant, not pizza.
Yes.
Do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And somehow that'll just like screw up the whole history of coffee or something. Anyway, so
I mean, there you go. No more coffee for timeline. So
yeah.
Good job.
Yep. You destroyed it all, man.
Yeah.
And just remember that I love you. I definitely did not work on Project Music. Sesame loves you. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to All2ReelToo podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.